The Toyota Auris certainly looks sensible from the outside. So does the theme continue throughout the cabin? Well, up front, the Auris has a pair of nice and comfy seats, which have plenty of adjustment. Unfortunately, the steering wheel has barely any movement at all, so even though it does move up and down, you're not going to find it quite as easy to find your ideal driving position as you will in a Volkswagen Golf. In the back seats, the Auris is about average for the class. Knee room and headroom are more than good enough. Even the centre seat is nice and comfy, but it's a little bit of a squeeze on the shoulders with 3 in the back at once. Storage cabin space is pretty plentiful. The glove box can easily hold a 2-litre bottle of water, and so can the enormous front door bins. There's a pair of cup holders between the front seats and a small bin beneath the sliding armrest. If you get an Auris with a manual gearbox, then you get an extra cubby space underneath the air conditioning controls. It'll just about hold a normal size phone, but it can't close if the device has more than a 5-inch screen. Meanwhile, in the back, rear passengers get a pair of cup holders in the armrest and door bins which can hold a medium-sized bottle of water. Fitting a child seat in the back of the Auris isn't too stressful because the doors open fairly wide. Even though the ISOFIX brackets look hidden behind the seat cushions, they're quite easy to locate. You'll need to move the front passenger seat forward though in order to fit a larger child seat, so anyone over 5'10" might be short on leg room if they're in the front with a child seat behind. The Auris scored a maximum 5-star rating when it was tested by Euro NCAP in 2013, scoring great marks for adult occupant protection. From 2015 onwards, all but the basic Aurises were fitted with lane departure warning, road sign assist and autonomous emergency braking as standard. The Auris has a 435-litre boot that makes it bigger than the Volkswagen Golf but smaller than the Honda Civic's boot. Features like a 12-volt socket and a couple of hanging hooks are useful, and there's a tray underneath the boot floor that can hide away any smaller items. The boot will hold a baby buggy and a couple of soft bags, and with a parcel shelf in place, there's room for 1 large suitcase, 1 small suitcase and a couple of soft bags. With the seats folded down, the Auris has 1,176 litres of space. Dropping the rear seats leaves barely any hump in the floor, but the opening isn't as wide as in some rivals, so larger items may be trickier to load. Still, there's enough space for a TV box, and a bike will fit without having to remove a wheel. Fully loaded, the Auris can hold 2 large boxes, 2 medium boxes, 2 small boxes, 1 large suitcase, 2 small suitcases, golf clubs and a couple of soft bags, which is pretty good. Overall though, when it comes to practicality, the Auris is only just okay for this class.